Full time, it's England 1, Argentina 2. Had our best chance there to get to a World Cup final since 1966, and we blew it. Mainly Tuchel's to blame, is what I'm saying, because you know what happened. Anthony Gordon got a lovely goal. It was an assist from Morgan Rogers. Beautiful goal, crossed in, of course, finds the back of the net. That's when the whole country started believing again, just like we did in the Euros final when Palmer got that goal from outside the box. We started believing it was coming home, even though we're only in the semi-final. But we should have realistically beaten Argentina. Let's be honest. For the first 60 minutes, well, pretty much until their goals, they were rubbish. I mean, they had a couple of shots, hit the post. Pickford made a brilliant save. Spence made a brilliant tackle. Yeah, just. But the idea, what I'm still trying to get over, is the idea from Thomas Tuchel to go into a back six. There were six defenders on the pitch when we scored a 1-0 lead. Dan Burn came on. We had Gahey, Stones, O'Reilly even as a defender. We had Reece James. We had the whole team was defensive when you should realistically 1-0 against the world champions, the reigning world champions, is not good enough. We need to attack. We need to go for a second. And I've been watching videos and stuff today. I've been seeing reactions last night, and I thought I'd do a reaction because why not? And it's hard work, being England fan. Sometimes we get to these finals. We got to the Euro 2020 finals, lost on penalties. Got to the Euro 2024 final, lost on with Oyars and Val's late winner. We got to the 2026 World Cup semi-final and lost with Argentina. FIFA and Messi, referees, it's all been against us this tournament, as I've said in my TikTok. We found a way to overcome the group stage. We did that. We found a way to come from behind to beat DR Congo in the round of 32. We found a way in the round of 16 to beat Mexico. We found a way in the quarterfinals to beat Norway, but we couldn't find a way to beat Argentina in the semi-finals. And it's just shocking how many more heartbreaks are we going to get? This country needs something. And we've listed stuff as well that we haven't got the strikers. We haven't got, the defence. The defence is our main problem at the moment because we had Stones. My favourite centre-back pairing were Stones and Gahey, even though Stones is a bit past it. What is he, 35 or something by now? And he is just defending with his life, Stones. And Gahey, of course, made the brilliant move to City. Probably a bias because I like City and I'm a City fan. But he moved to City and he's just been brilliant. Probably why he got called up. Reece James was right back. He's been good. O'Reilly at left back's also been good. Jed Spence, I think it was the right decision probably to go with Jed Spence at left back because from minute one for the whole game he was brilliant. He was outstanding. I mean, I couldn't imagine Nico O'Reilly doing that, but then he brought Nico O'Reilly on into the midfield. He immediately made an impact, and there's just so much up here and so much on the pitch that happened that I can't put it all into a video. Otherwise, the video would be about 24 hours long, I reckon. But we had the chance, we blew it. Also, Harry Kane. We need to talk about Harry Kane because Harry Kane, I love him really. Well, not like love him like that, but he's a great player. He's won the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. He's probably going to win the Ballon d'Or. I don't know, but the Ballon d'Or will probably be won by someone in the final. It's just been Harry Kane. He was played all right for a couple minutes against Argentina, and he looks so tired, so tired, and he just couldn't do anything. And yet again, we're relying on Bellingham to save the day. On Bellingham, I think he had probably one of his quietest games in the World Cup so far. He got 6.2 rating out of 10, and so did Harry Kane. Those two were the ones that have been saving the World Cup for us. Harry Kane versus DR Congo, Bellingham versus Mexico, um, Bellingham versus Norway. And not a single one of them got a goal today or an assist, or yesterday got an assist. And that just shows that we can't rely on that. And we had Watkins and Tony on the bench. And what did we do? 93rd minute, we were 2 goals down. Well, it was 2-1, and we brought on Ivan Tony and Marcus Rashford with it was 6 minutes left to play, wasn't it? And we played 100 minutes, and it was just why Tuchel didn't bring on attackers to go and get that second goal and secure. If you get a second goal, I can understand why you go back to a back six or however many in defence. But when you have a 1-0 lead against the reigning champions, you need to take your chances and get the second, get the third even, to avoid extra time. And I do kind of understand what Tuchel was probably thinking. He was probably thinking, great, we've got the lead versus world champions. We need to defend with our lives and somehow make it to the World Cup final. But that's different. England have been holding on this whole tournament. We held on against Mexico versus Congo. We held on versus Norway. And I knew it would break at some point, this holding on business. It was just not working for England. And yeah, we also need to talk about some of the players because for 2 years' time for the Euros, Pickford's apparently going to be what, 36, 37, someone said. Harry Kane's going to be about 36 as well. All these players are getting too old for England, and England apparently, and I can understand this as well, they've got a striking crisis. We've got Harry Kane, who's well, one of our, I don't know what that is that I've just got come through, but anyway, Harry Kane, top striker in the Bundesliga and for England mainly. I think he's scored the most goals in the World Cup. Um, Ollie Watkins, he's not as good as Kane, but he's still good for Villa. He's one of the reasons Villa get into the Champions League this season. And then we got Ivan Tony. I mean, yeah, he's been all right. But I don't think we've even seen Watkins for this tournament, which is a bit shocking. He also had Kobbie Mainoo on the bench, and Gary Neville I was listening to. He's been shouting, talking, just going on and on and on to hoping Tuchel will hear him out and play Mainoo because we have Rice and Anderson. Rice has been dealing with fitness issues against the last game and this game, and he's had to come off like with 50-40 minutes to play, and it's just not good enough that we don't bring on Mainoo. We bring on defenders. We bring on flipping who was it, Konza, for a midfielder. And yeah, we have just thrown away the biggest chance to get to the World Cup final and get this World Cup done. I do agree with some other things I've seen. If we went to the World Cup final, lost to Spain, we wouldn't care because at least we get to the World Cup final. Tuchel was brought in to be different to Southgate, different to Southgate to get us to the final, over the final, and get us with a World Cup trophy for the first time since 1966, but it hasn't happened. That's it for this video. Let me know if you want more reactions like this or where do England go. Penalty shootout should be out. Apparently, my ball is out for delivery today, so we finally get the FIFA World Cup ball today. And I found a pink ball in the park the other day, so we can probably use that and have 2 balls on the go. So if I lose the ball into the hedge, rather than having to stop the video, I can just pick up the other ball. But thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.